What's going on, guys? Coming to you from my garage. Uh, it's getting pretty late here where I'm at. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I've already been at this since, 6 o'clock ish, digging through all these filings, plus what I was able to do at work. And I don't have everything I want to have for you. So I'm not going to give you a complete video. I'm giving you a quickie right before I go to bed type of thing to let you know that I'm coming out tomorrow with something way better. But just to give everybody a little bit of a ease of mind, so that way you guys have some sort of review on these filings that came out. First one that came out, the FWP. This is the free writing prospectus. Twitter's not an authorized channel to release any kind of public statement. So this filing was to make note of an official public statement that was made on Twitter, and that had to be done within a specific amount of time. As a matter of fact, there is a section of language inside the 8K that came out today that does address the need for the FWP, or the free writing prospectus, and that they will have to be authorized through the co oh gosh, I lost the word. Anyway, the people who are in charge of selling the stock. Co-placement agents. Wow, there it is. Anyhow, so that has to be authorized through them. Anything that is said from here on out has to be authorized through them. And I got a feeling that's what that was. The free writing prospectus was just, it had to be issued because George came out and said something on Twitter. The next thing was the S3MEF. So this is not your standard S3. This allows for the company to adjust their offering up to 20%. Now, what you're going to notice is it costs the company about $3 million overall. Oh, sorry, I'm covering my camera. About $3 million overall to do this offering. This S3MEF is basically giving an additional $2 and just shy of $500,000. So I would assume that they're utilizing this money to help pay for the fees that are going towards the actual offering. It's going to cost them, like I said, about $3 million. So about $2.5 million is what they're additionally doing. No big deal on that. But that's what that S3MEF is. The next thing that I want to just basically just touch on, because again, this is another big one that needs to be gone through thoroughly, and I'm working on it, is the 424B5. That's the new prospectus. This is what we were talking about in the last video. We were waiting for was the new prospectus to come out, and this is going to outline a lot of information. It does. I mean, a lot of my questions that I had for the management team are answered in this filing and in the 8K filing. I'm now trying to work up more questions, better questions, but I do know they're going into a dark period. This is their blackout period coming up here very soon, so I don't know how much information we're going to be able to get beyond this. And in case anybody's wondering, blackout period happens at the end of the queues. This is a period where nobody can say anything. They can't sell their shares. They can't do anything, right? So nothing's going to happen from management coming up, I think, the end of this week, because the quarter ends. You won't hear anything from them for a while. Let me see here. One thing I wanted to point out right now on the 424B5, and this is extremely important to note, and I think this is going to kind of excite some people a little bit, because I don't know if you guys have noticed it. There was two things. First, one of the things that are being noted that'll be done with some of the funds is $5 million is going towards the assets, the oil and gas assets. Quite excited to see what that is for. I'll be willing to bet Pidge, the bird lady, be willing to bet she's got a video coming out on that if she hasn't already put it out. And I think it's to finalize things up. I think it's basically to get that final push to make sure everything goes through. You've got all kinds of different things that have to be paid for, and somebody's got to pay for it. So there's a good chance that that's what that's for. I don't know. Quite anxious to see what the bird has to say about that. The other thing I want to tell you about on this filing is the increase in book value. Benhem612 on Twitter put this out on Twitter earlier today, and I was able to capitalize on his screenshot there and focus on it a little bit. I'm like, oh wow, this is big. So I found that. And again, we're going to go over this tomorrow a little bit. But thank you to you, Benhem. There's an increase in net tangible assets due to the warrants and everything else. They've gained money and everything else. So because of the increase in net tangible assets, that gives an increase in book value. So in March, our book value was 18 cents per share. We've just added 16 cents per share. So now our new book value is going to be, at the end of this event, 35 cents per share. So that right there is fantastic. This would actually be super huge for any new investor. The fact that it's almost doubling the actual book value of the net assets, or net tangible assets of the company. So, anywho, what else? Oh, at the completion of this offering, our total outstanding shares will be right around 360 million shares. And that is before warrants. That's before any warrants are going to be exercised. And again, the warrants are 6 months. They can't even begin to start exercising for 6 months out. Yeah. After that, they've got like 5.5 years. There is a lot more I want to talk about, and it's coming tomorrow, guys. I don't want to leave y'all hanging, but in all honesty, I don't know what all is going on totally. I think tomorrow is the completion of everything. There's going to be some more filings, and I think that that's going to complete what I need to tell you. So as of right now, just hold on to your shorts. If you're convicted, great. If you're not convicted, do some due diligence. Go back and watch videos. There are tons of DD videos out there. Go to Reddit. Ask people on Twitter. There's Facebook pages for it. Go to Metamaterial's website and just go through their stuff. If you are a new investor and you are watching this video and you're discouraged because of what has just recently happened, you need to understand that this has been done to help the company raise capital, to continue to pursue their endeavors, to continue to keep moving on into the future, possible acquisitions, things like that. You are literally dealing with a groundbreaking, next level disruptive tech company that is the future of the world. You're going to see this tech everywhere, I'm telling you. So, again, I'm not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please take everything I say with a grain of salt that you've heard in this entire video. And just remember, guys, tomorrow I'll be coming out with something better. I might even go live. I don't know. I'm off work tomorrow. I was able to get the day off so I can continue doing all of this filing, reading. There's a lot of great stuff. There's some interesting shit in here on the restrictions of everything that you guys are going to just love. Meta took care of us on this. I know they did. I'm not even done with this filing, and I know they've taken care of us. There's even language in here against short selling, against the ability for the placement agents to actually place the shares into short sellers' hands. It's quite interesting, guys. So anyway, that's what I got for you tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.